Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so as you can see, I am driving my Chevy Chevelle, and I am actually just on my way to Steve at the pawn shop to drop off some of the old parts we had laying around the shop. Because, yeah, Uncle Richie actually, he came in this morning and, yeah, said he's gonna do some renovations to the shop, so he don't really want anybody to be in his way. So yeah, basically the shop is closed for business. I don't know for how long it will be, but hopefully by the next episode we can return to work normally. Yeah, we did also go and pick up the little Lad Coupe in the last episode, so that is also back at the shop. And yeah, there was a little bit of damage to the Chevy El Camino as well when I went up the hill by the guy's house. So, but that's not too bad. Uncle Richie said it's nothing, we can just knock it out with a bit of a hammer. So once we have a bit of extra time on our hands and a little bit of extra money, we will probably end up fixing it up nicely for Uncle Richie at some point. Alright, but here we are. Let's see if Steve is going to accept any of the stuff we have here. Otherwise, we're gonna have to just probably junk it. Right, so I've got this old sign from the Lad Coupe.
Guy when I lived in Finland. Terry, I think. Yeah, we didn't go way back.
Right, so yeah, he's giving us quite some good money for all of this. I don't know if he's gonna actually buy a tire from me. It's an old tire, but yeah, he takes it. Alright, so yeah, let me just offload all of this. And then yeah, we are going to basically head back into town, because I was thinking now, since I'm not able to do any work today at the shop, I'm gonna probably end up doing some pizza deliveries. See how that is gonna go and work out for us. Alright, so let me see what else here is. So I can probably put some of these things in the backpack and just...
Just a friendly bit of advice. Keep the garage locked.
Yeah, garage is usually locked at night, guy. Okay, so let me grab some of these smaller bits and just chuck them in the backpack here. Alright, we can just grab this one by hand. Alright, let's see. Alright, so he's giving us quite a bit of money for all of this junk, so yeah, thank you very much, I appreciate it, bud. Okay, so yeah, we've got nothing left in the trunk. I did take my suitcase with, I didn't want it to be in the way. And I also had to buy myself a air pump, which is back here somewhere, because yeah, I had a bit of a trouble this morning after I left. I noticed this tire is actually completely gone. I need to actually see if I can get those other wheels sorted out very soon. So we are running on a tire that is constantly losing air. But that's okay, I think we should manage for today. I saw there is this warehouse for sale for 15,000. So yeah, there is also apparently a couple of places for sale that Uncle Richie told me about, so we'll see if we can eventually afford something of our own. I would really like to get my own little house at some point. Maybe start working from home a bit, or yeah, we'll see, whatever opportunities arise. But I don't think buying a whole big warehouse at this stage is gonna be, yeah, the best idea for me. Alright, so yeah, we are gonna make our way all the way back to the pizza place and see if they've got any jobs for us. Alright, we are just about entering town and we're going to pull up to the pizza place here very soon. So yeah, hopefully they've got a couple of jobs we can have a look at and maybe do some deliveries. If there are anyone close by, we'll probably just do those on foot, because I do want to see if we can get a little bit of extra money today, considering we don't have any work at the service center. Alright, so we are gonna hop out and let's go and see what jobs they have for us. Alright, so this is basically their roster of deliveries. Alright, so we don't want to do... Yeah, we can do a couple of these in town. There's only two. so we can do those on foot quickly. And there's a couple of deliveries to this site at the boot camp, so yeah, let's maybe take a drive out to the summer camp. It's not the boot camp, summer camp. Alright, so yeah, luckily I do have my own map as well. Alright, so that's a total of 4 deliveries in this area and a total of 2 down here, so that's 6 deliveries. Alright, so I'm just gonna put these all in my backpack, and then yeah, we're gonna quickly see on our map where these houses are close by. I think the one is just up the road here, and one is just a little bit down the road, so let's quickly have a little bit of a walk over there. Okay, so yes, I did get a little bit of exercise for the morning, and yeah, we are going to get into the car and make our way over to the summer camp, because I've got 4 pizza deliveries to do over there. So yeah, let's jump in and get this thing sorted out. Come on. Alright, so here we go. Let's just back up here. Alright, so let's quickly maybe just pull over to the side, because I didn't check the map where I need to go now. Alright, so basically you can pretty much drive all the way to the main road and then just go straight over and follow the road all the way and bear right all the time. Then we should reach our destination. Alright, so let's get this done. Alright, so yeah, I decided to just quickly stop for gas, just to make sure we are not going to run out, because unfortunately I do not have a working fuel gauge in this car. So for that reason, yeah, I've decided to just rather play it safe and top it up again. And it sounds like something went wrong with the car's exhaust system now, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a noisy drive for us now. Yeah, we are still on our way over there, but I think maybe if we see a little bit of a space we can pull over, I just want to hop out and see what is going on with this exhaust system now. Because damn, this is very loud. Alright, I think let's just park up here quick, because something is definitely broken now. Oh my goodness, yeah, it looks like the actual header itself backed up all the way. That looks very hot. Alright, so yeah, looks like I'm gonna head off to the junkyard later. Go and see if I can find a replacement manifold for that thing, because yeah, we can definitely not be driving like that. Alright, but yeah, let's continue our journey and see if we can get this job done at least. Because this is something that happens, you know, you start a job and you start driving and your car breaks, and then if you can luckily still keep going, you can, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable on the ears. Right, now I know it's a bit dangerous opening the map while driving, but luckily the road was open and straight. I believe this is our turn. Gotta take it slow on this these bumps up ahead. I don't want to end up damaging the car anymore. Yeah, these roads are quite bumpy. Alright, let me sort out these pizzas quickly. Alright, there we have it. So yeah, all 4 of the pizzas have been delivered. So our job for today is basically done. And yeah, we actually made a little bit of money. I didn't exactly count how much exactly, but I think it's gonna definitely help us out a bit in fixing up the Chevelle a little bit better. And also maybe for some parts we're gonna need on the little Lad Coupe, which we will probably only work on in the next episode, because yeah, Uncle Richard asked me not to go to the shop today. So yeah, we're gonna make our way over to the junkyard, and hopefully by tonight I can go back and sleep on my couch. Right, so what I'm gonna do is go and see if we can find some replacement parts at the junkyard for our noisy exhaust over here. Alright, so I will catch up with you guys once I get there. Yeah, we are still on our way to the junkyard, and yeah, I've decided to bring you guys back because I've noticed there was a little bit of a reduced power in the engine going through those hills up and down. So yeah, I don't know what's cooking, what's happening. Not too sure if the car started overheating. So what I was thinking of maybe stopping here in town quick by this little shop here by the bridge, and just maybe seeing if I can replace the radiator hoses, because I think we are running low on coolant. My gauges aren't working, so I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think it's just going to be safer for me to stop and check the coolant quickly, and also if I have to replace the radiator hoses quick. Alright, so let's hop out quickly over here. Alright, let's see what's happening. Alright, so the lower hose seems to be a little bit in poor shape. How's our coolant doing? Yeah, that has actually dropped quite a bit, so I think I must maybe just bite the bullet and buy a lower radiator hose, because the upper one still looks fine. So yeah, I'll be right back once I have the hose. Okay, so I am back, and yes, I had to buy myself a wrench because obviously I don't have any tools with me. That is usually at the back of the El Camino, and I sort of forgot I don't have tools with me. So yeah, now I've got my own wrench as well. Although with the little Lad Coupe I bought, I actually got a couple of tools as well. So I'll definitely show you guys what I've actually stumbled across in that car in the next episode. Let's just say there is quite a lot of parts in the car, and there's quite a bit of tools in the car. So yeah, we are going to just top up our radiator quickly, make sure we don't overheat, and yeah, hopefully this will help preserve the little bit of life that is left in this inline 6 engine, because yeah, we don't want to end up blowing it up at all. So yeah, that'll be very unfortunate. So I think I can probably just keep this wrench and bottle of coolant in the car if there's going to be anything left of this coolant. Alright, so yeah, we've got a full radiator, so that is good, we are good. Brake fluid still looks okay, it looks a little bit low, but so far the brakes aren't really a problem on this car. Alright, yeah, I should probably just pop this in the trunk as well. Alright, I think it's safe to say we shouldn't overheat, if that is a thing. Okay, yeah, onwards to the junkyard. Alright, so yeah, we are on the little dirt road just before the junkyard, and yeah, so far the car seems to be holding up. I don't know if there's anything wrong as yet, but I do still feel a reduction in power. So I'm thinking of maybe checking what other parts that I can see visually are worn on the car, and I might actually have to change out a couple of parts. So while I am here, I'm gonna have a look and see what else I need. So I think that'll basically make the car run a bit better if we can swap out some of these parts that are probably worn. So yeah, let me have a quick look over here. A little bit dark, so yeah, we've got a bad ignition coil by the looks of it. The distributor and the cables look fine. I won't be able to tell internal parts on the engine, but I'm thinking eventually of rebuilding the engine and using the new block we have and the new head also that we have. So I think if I can have a look out for a ignition coil like this one over here, we'll probably have a little bit of power back, and then I can also swap out these spark plugs, because I think I might still have spark plugs back at the shop. It all depends on what happens with the renovations, if Uncle Richie is going to throw stuff out as well. So yeah, I guess we'll see only once we get back at the shop. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around in there and see what I can find. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so yeah, that took me quite a while to go through all of that junk, but I eventually found the part that I need, and yeah, the hub for the little Lara back at the shop that is missing. So we should be able to change this out now. Hopefully it has cooled down a bit. So I'm going to try and unbolt the exhaust. Let's just set that down over here, and let's see if we can just swap this part out quickly, because yeah, I don't want to drive all the way back home with this leaking exhaust, because that is terrible on the ears. Alright, there we go. That should save our ears from exploding. And we've got our old header here, which we can probably, yeah, we'll recycle it a little bit later on. And let's just grab our hub we have over here. And then, yeah, basically we should be able to hit the road now and have a little bit of a quieter drive. Alright, that sounds much better. Alright, so now it's quite late in the afternoon, so by the time we get back in town, yeah, it should be safe for us to return to the shop. Because I did get a text from Uncle Richard and he says that they are nearly done with everything they need to do. Just a couple more things that needs to be, yeah, fine-tuned. So yeah, I will basically be heading back to the shop, I guess. Because I really do want to give you guys a little bit of a tour on the little Lad Coupe and also show you guys the damage I did to the El Camino. So let's see if we can make our way over there and also see what Uncle Richard has been busy with. Because he had a couple of guys there helping him out today. So it's just strange he didn't ask me to help. But that's fine, because I will respect his choices. Maybe it's a little bit of a surprise, I don't know. Oh, is that my phone ringing? Alright, so yeah, let me just pull over here for a second. This is probably Uncle Richard phoning me now. Alright, let me just take this call quick. So yeah, I just had a call from Uncle Richard. Apparently our shop truck has been stolen, and he said that the guys are just basically leaving town. So I don't know, maybe we'll be able to see the car on the way. So yeah, he has alerted the police already. So I've got no idea what is happening at the moment. So I guess we'll see. But I'm trying to make haste, see if I can catch them. Because I think it'll be interesting if we were able to catch them and also maybe phone the police and give them some live updates on where these guys are headed with the truck. Damn, that's a freaking only shop truck we have. Right, so I don't know if they are basically on this road, because he said they headed this way. I just hope they headed this way and not the opposite way. So I think what we're going to do is just carry on this road and see if we can see anything. I'm driving like a little bit of a lunatic now. Also make sure that I don't get in an accident now. What the? Shit. This is our shop truck. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody in it still. Let me just grab the hub, maybe if I have to knock somebody. Yeah, I don't see anybody here. Man, this thing is totaled. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to wait for the police. Let me just give them a phone call and Yeah, I'm sorry guys. This is gonna have to be a wrap for this episode. Yeah, things have changed all of the sudden. All right, so yeah, I think I'll be back with the next episode very soon. So yeah, cheers for now.